brain stories ancient as a tree. Smoke whispers tales carried on the breeze. Every carve, every cut, a piece of the soul. Grumpy's craft turns broken into whole. Night stretches long, stars wink through the haze. Cedars embrace, turning dark into days. Healing in the hands, therapy in the air. Lay spins eternal, cause Grumpy truly care.
Probably all over the place. This really wasn't scheduled. I just popped up a quick. I know Bear's doing a live, Off Track Syndicate's doing a live. Just trying to, I erased all my settings, trying to get my audio settings back to how they used to be, and I still don't think I got it there. Okay, now you can probably hear me again. Let's see. Yeah, I turned yeah. Try. Yeah, okay, now you can hear me on this side. I have to add my audio input and everything back to each scene. Like in the Be Right Back scene, I had to add my microphone to this scene. And then we should be, yeah, we should be here on this one. And then we should be here on this one. The sub-only mode, that's just for, I'm not really gonna do much of anything tonight. Like I said, it was just an audio test trying to figure out everything. Now, I did go through and I was going to mix up some blanks before I shut everything down out here, but I don't think I'm gonna do it on the live. 'cause I don't know how long it's gonna take for everything to get up to temperature. But I did make this earlier today. Excuse me. It's a little caddy I put together to hold my blanks, or my molds for the blanks. It'll pop right out right there, and then insert my tubes down here like that. Ooh, get in there. This one's still tight, but and I can pop it all back together like that, and then it'll hold my hold my blanks up or my tubes up while I make my blanks. And then I can pick the whole thing up and put it into my pressure pot. So that's one thing I did today. Hey Fly, how you doing? There we go. Get your inch. Hey Heidi. But I used it, built it up today to do my to hold these little blanks here, and I got a little tweaking to do to it, but I still have to be able to take it apart to pull the blanks out of it. And so it's glued in on the top and all, but yeah, I mean, it'll work better than how I had it. I had just the tubes all duct taped together and they were about to fall over and make a mess, so yeah. I think, let's see, and then let's see. Let's see how bad it gets to screaming with the dust collector on. So just trying to get my audio and stuff figured back out again. Make sure it ain't too terrible.
Grumpy's got the cedar gem spinning like a top. Roach clips shining so clean they never want to stop. Workshops,
Don't seem too bad yet.
we're flipping this chaos into a cedar spinning song.
I do a little bit of everything. That was my paddle bits. That's what I was using to drill my holes. And all my paintbrushes and mess. That's just depends on what I do. But my main thing is my blanks for my roach clips and pins and whatnot. I just started turning pins, so kind of new to that. But roach clips is my thing. That's normally what I make and turn in here. Epoxy. Let's see. This is an oak one that I did. Captive ring I spun on there. Let's see. That's one of the pins. So I'm not sounding all robotic-y right now, so that's the main thing. Trying to make sure I didn't sound like a robot with my dust collector going. Seems to be okay. Let me go turn that back off. At least I don't think I did. Let's see. Where's my other goodies? This is what I did recently, between the lives this morning and yesterday. Roach clip with the captive ring, the dab spoon with the captive ring, and then I did the ink pen with the captive ring. So it's a matching set. They're all done out of a piece of canary. And video don't look too bad either. That's what I'm looking at too, seeing how it's putting out quality. Those are, let's see, this is the first time you've been into my channel, isn't it? Let's see. Yeah. Grumpy does roach clips, medical. Well, I'm in Florida. I have my medical card, so It's legal here where I'm at. Some places it is, some places it's not. But I do epoxy. There's just some of the roach clips that I spin on my lathe. I love my epoxy ones. And I make all my blanks. And then everything I do glows in the dark or glows under a black light. And I just received some new pigment colors. These are the neon ones I got. They glow great under a black light. No glow pigment in there, just a neon. And then this is a set of the neon, but it's got glow pigment and stuff in there as well, so it'll glow in the dark, glow under neon. And then the normal color kind of looks muddy with a normal color with or without any light on it, but those are my new sets of blanks. I gotta let those cure a few more days before I can turn those. But that's what I do. I play on the lathe. I do powder carving, but not as often as I used to. So I do little wood spirits and stuff like that. That's a little silly one there. A little silly guy there. Then there's a little spirit face carved in that. That's 510 cartridge, 30 cartridge deal. I don't know if you know anything about those, but glass. So if you drop them, they shatter. So that's a little insulator around there to protect the glass. And I normally do my lives bright and early. I normally go live 5:30 Central Time. Hey Tim. I don't. It seems okay right now. Oh, goodness. I still had to do the same thing. It's all kind of out of whack now because erasing it and all my stuff's not set up how it was. And like I said, I'm barely figuring OBS out, so getting it back to where it was, I don't think that's gonna happen. So I have to adjust to what it is now. Yeah, cool. Colors pop vivid, calm in the sight. Dust therapy, your life takes flight. Stress fades away, clouds in the night. Medication rolls. So yeah, that's all I'm doing now. Just tinkering around. I'm not gonna really start even trying to make anything. Like I said, the most I'm gonna do is try to pour some blanks tonight, but I don't think I'll do that on camera because I don't know how I might. I just know last time I tried to do the blanks, it took forever for the epoxy to warm up. Get stuff out of the way. Colors pop vivid, calm in the sight. Dust therapy, your life takes flight. Stress fades away, clouds in the night. Medication rolls, see it feels so right. Colors pop vivid, calm in the sight. Dust therapy. Oh, I already used them. I gotta get more inserts ready. Wood grain on the line from the forest to the hands. This art divine. Roach clips shining, each one unique. See the wisdom in the grain. Let the soul speak. Might not pour blanks tonight. Depends on how much glue I got left. I got to seal up my little inserts with some CA glue so they don't catch there. Got a dust collector. Alright, now this will be an audio test again. Let's see if it gets crazy sounding. Sounds like music that I did playing at the beach. It sounded, did it start? I can't hear it through the earbud. There's too much noise in here once the collector starts going. It sounded like it got a little glitchy.
Dust is dancing in the golden light. Every spin makes the world feel right. Stress and pain, they melt, they fade. A cedar paradise, handmade. Cedar in each hand, life feels grand. Shavings fall like grains of sand. The scent of wood takes stress away. In this workshop, it's here to stay. The lathe hums
Music should have come up just a little bit.
song. The cedar speaks
There's
where
nothing
I
really I can do.
belong. Time stands still, the world can wait. This cedar land is
Right
my escape. Cedar in
Got an
each
audio booth down here somewhere. I got to figure out
feels
where.
grand. Shavings fall like grains of sand. Scent of wood takes stress away. In this workshop, it's here to stay.
Filters, there it is. Under filters. Great.
Grumpy laid back, sitting in his shed, scuffling with the wood piece in his head. Roach clips crafted, each one's a gem. Workshop therapy, carve problem stem. Whittling his worries, chisel in hand. Lighting up a stogie, grains like sand. Cool wood carvings, medicine profound. Grumpy laid back, therapy he's found. Patterns and spirals, designed so tight. Chainsaw humming, laid
Put a
into the
10
night.
boost on that.
In the cutting groove, so resin free. Grumpy wouldn't work, therapy he's found. Patterns and spirals, designed so tight. Chainsaw humming, laid
Oh, that
into
should
the
be.
night. In the cotton groove, so resin free. Grumpy's wooden world, where he be. He laid spinning stories, past in the shavings, feeling the texture, mind engravings. Each groove a heartbeat, every nick speaks. Grumpy laid back, carving peace he seeks. Roach clips and more, winning fantasies. Therapeutic dreams flow with
I don't think
ease.
this one's
Crafting
got a
cool
boost.
creations on 2 hands. Grumpy's therapy, never underhanded. Whittling his worries, chisel in hand. Lighting up a stogie, grains like sand. Cool wood carvings, medicine profound. Grumpy laid back, therapy he's found.
Hey, T-Bird, thank you. I'm just playing around. Hey, Matthew, I'm just trying to play with my audio settings on there right now. Alright, you got a boost and you're on 10.
Grumpy laid back,
So it should be sounding louder on there to go to C.
piece in his head. Roach clips cracked, each one's a gem. Workshop therapy, carve problem stem. Whittling his worries, chisel in hand.
Gain.
Lighting up the stogie, grains like sand. Cool wood carvings, medicine profound.
Get back where y'all can hear me, I think.
Grumpy laid back, therapy's found.
Okay.
Patterns and spirals, designed so tight. Chainsaw humming late into the night. In the cutting groove, so resin free. Grumpy's wood in the world where he be. Blade spinning stories,
get all this stuff done, I will get it locked in where nothing can change. Oh, that's at 26.
Never underhanded, relentless worries, chiseling hand.
Oh, T-Bird, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't even hear. There you go. T-Bird, you got your wrench. I didn't even realize you wasn't blue. Alright, that's 25, 26.5. That's 10. That's 10, that's 26.5. Go right there. That's 10. Alright, everything should stay about the same across the board, across flipping stuff now. I just don't have my transitions not set up. The hotkey is not set up how it was, but that's okay. Excuse me. That got confusing anyway. Going from spot to spot, I just got to get remembering 1, 2, and 3. So 2. We want to go into 2. All right. And there's so much more I want to figure out with this mess. There you go. Well, thank you for coming through and hitting that like. I appreciate it. Got to get with you and do a sticker trade here sooner or later. I got some stickers coming in. I'm about out again, so I should have some a new set coming in the next week or so. Ooh, Miss June, it is late over there. Get you some rest. Thank you for coming through. Listen, I'm just fiddling around right here, just trying to do some audio tests, and I guess I'm gonna get in here and try to do some, I guess I'm gonna attempt to make some blanks before I go to bed. I'm not gonna do no carving. I gotta get some in the pressure pot, so the sooner I make them, the sooner they can get in there, the sooner I can get the next batch in there. So that's what I gotta get back in my routine to where I'm making them as soon as they come out of that pot so I can keep stacked up on them again.
Whisper in the grain, every carve, every groove releases the strain. Epoxy shines, stained glass vein, built from pain, now beauty remains. Crafting galaxies in this little shop, planets spin on the tabletop, stars and resin.
We're supposed to start to get our ice now. I was laughing saying, well, I wasn't laughing about everybody being cold, but I was talking about how it wasn't that cold here yet, and it's not yet. I'm still 69 in my shop, but it's gonna be colder in the morning. We got rain right now. That moved in, and that brought the cold with it. We're supposed to be down in the 20s tonight. So that's crazy. We was up in the 70s today, and now we're gonna be in the 20s tonight. You gotta love Florida. And you gotta watch some of those Facebook and YouTube reels. We are not set up for cold weather down here. The cold weather down here starts shutting us down.
Welcome to the shop
Man,
where
we'll
the
make it.
lathe don't stop spinning tales of resin, top shelf on the prop. Epoxy roach clips dipped in neon drips. Pain medication morphs therapy in sips. Roll
Main
tight,
thing we gotta get out there and drip the
tonight.
faucets. You know, keep the faucets dripping so they don't freeze and bust. We'll be alright.
Vibes, take the stand. Aliens fly by, curious they hover. We tell them subscriptions free. Why you
Got my inserts cut. Got 20 more pin kits coming in.
hands of human history?
I will be getting some packages out in the mail the next week or so.
Metal shavings fall, a galaxy of grit. Epoxy shines, time unwinds the perfect fit.
Gloves. I
Cosmic
ordered
session,
some more gloves.
lessons etched in grain, the lace spins,
Cool thing
truths
about the
cuts
gloves
deep
is
to
that don't
pain.
cost me
Subscribe to
nothing.
the
For my
stars,
insurance,
follow
I get a
where they
little
lead. Therapy's a process, plant the
a
healing
little
seed.
kick for a
Aliens
pharmacy
lean
store
close, they
deal on
wanna
the computer.
understand. We hand them a roach clip,
Ordered
they
my
grasp
gloves
the
off of that for
aliens
free.
fly
But
by,
they only
curious
come
they
in
hover.
large.
We tell them subscriptions free.
I mean, they
Why
fit,
you
but
suffer? Spaceships parked
gotta be a little slow
underground
putting them on and go rip them.
crafted by the hands of human history.
Alright, so now let's see, is the music too loud? I think I got the music too loud. Hey Jack. Playing with my audio. Trying to get my audio situated again.
Grumpy in the lab, black swirls with the yellow. Epoxy mess spinning, hand steady, no mellow. Roach
Seems
clips,
to
mushrooms.
stay.
Chemist on the grind. Aliens creeping, secrets
Okay,
they won't
that's the same
unwind.
across the board.
Dust therapy, breathe it deep.
Alright, now let me
Inhale the
move
sky, maiden pain. Sparks lit,
audio up.
let the cosmos fly. Dust therapy, rolling meds, tight, no lie. Maiden pain, sparks lit,
What
let the
happened to the camera?
cosmos
Why
fly.
are we losing the camera? Oh, I bet that bad boy's about to go dead on me.
Truce a lock box, aliens that keep us spinning
There we
webs
go.
of haze. Fumes in the air, galactic graffiti, stardust in despair. Meds roll tight, let the sparks ignite.
It did.
Cosmic whispers echo through the endless night. Grumpy stirring
Yep.
dreams, alchemy in sight. Black and yellow blend, stars burst in flight. Dust therapy, breathe it deep.
He's got to charge up some.
Maiden pain, sparks lit, let the cosmos fly. Dust therapy, rolling meds, tight, no lie. Maiden pain, sparks lit, let the cosmos fly.
I definitely want to get some blinks made up though. Let's see. I don't need this in the camera yet.
Grumpy's potion bubbling, black swirls in yellow. Epoxy drip thick, chaos in the mellow. Roach clips dangling, fingertips stain. Aliens lurking, shadow trails remain. Dust therapy, breathe in the pain. Meds roll tight, spark in the flame. Cosmos cracking, stars going
That was some
insane.
super
What do we
glue.
do? What do we claim?
Sealing these little dowels with super glue, right? And then when I put my epoxy, put them in my blanks with the epoxy. When I put it, let's see, start over. When I put this stuff in the pressure pot, it seems like the air gets pressed into the wood out of the epoxy. And I was getting bubbles back in my epoxy once I released it from the pressure pot. If it wasn't 100% cured, it was like it would degas back into the blank. But the last batch I had done, I soaked them in super glue here in CA. And I think that kept it from getting the air pushed into the stick itself. I kept it from blowing the bubble on the side because it was like the blank was blowing a bubble. It's hard to describe it. And then once I get, ooh, that fumes is bad. Once I get a vacuum chamber, I'm gonna start dyeing all my inserts, and then I'm gonna be using different woods and stuff anyway.
Welcome to the shop, gears grind, sparks ignite. Lace spin steady, cutting dreams in the night. Epoxy drips
Frick,
so like a
24
teardrop
inches
falling.
of snow.
Roach clips crafted, pain
Ooh-wee.
medication calling.
That's too much.
Therapy sessions in progression, like subscribe. Cosmic confession.
I said it's supposed to start freezing here tonight.
We tell them the deal, yo, subscription's free, no
I
question.
gotta go out and drip the. Got to remember to drip the back faucet before I do the bed. Where's my box?
Pain in the resin, trapped like a fossil. Spinning these tools, therapy colossal.
Where
Aliens
is
peeking,
my
they
books?
hover
There
and
they go.
linger. Pointing at Earth, but we flip them the finger. Roll up therapy sessions in progression like
And this is my little cup. I keep this guy. I gotta get the video for this stuff again and put it in put it in my post. This stuff's like ballistic gel. It's a reusable. Let's start over. It's made out of unflavored gelatin, glycerin, and a little bit of water. And
space-time bends when the craft takes flight. Roach clips gleam in the UFO light. Therapy sessions
you mix all that up, let the gelatin bloom in wall, and then
curious, no aggression. We tell them the
it
deal, yo, subscription's free, no
I
question.
can't remember the exact steps. There's not a lot you do to it. You just mix it up, put it in your bowl, put it in the refrigerator, let it cure, and then it's cured up like that. And then you just take it, peel it into chunks, and put it in the microwave, melt it down, and pour it on whatever you want to use to make a mold out of. Like if you want to mold a little heart or something like that, you put your heart down, pour that around it, like you would your silicone to make a mold. You use it the same way. It's basically like a homemade silicone solution or something.
Grumpy mixing epoxy, a wizard with a potion. Colors bright, sharp, popping like planets in motion.
But I took this container, the other part's inside, but I took the lid and I took a pill bottle and I hot glued the pill bottle to the lid of the container, cut me a couple air holes in there so when I put the lid down in there, the air could come out. But melted my stuff, poured it in here, and then took the container and slowly pushed it down in there and snapped the lid on there because that way it held it down. And then as it dried, I pulled it out and then I got me a little mold. And I made that from it with leftover epoxy from my blanks. And that's what I use it for. Whenever I pour my blanks, I pour 3 at a time, and the amount that I mix up to get that, I have just a little bit left over by the time I fill my blanks, or my tubes. And I'll pour that leftover in there. Hey Kevin, how are you? Welcome. I am in Florida. You're in England. I was gonna say, where are you from? But I see Kevin in England, so I guess that tells me you're from England. How are you doing? Thank you for stopping by.
Aliens watch from the nebula seat. Grumpy's hands cook up designs that can't be beat. Cosmic swirl, let it twirl, let it gleam. Yellow and black, the galaxy supreme. Right there in the lab, Grumpy scheme. Like, subscribe, beam up the dream.
I take this cling wrap here and put it down over my little plugs. That way the epoxy doesn't stick to the wood of the plug and then make the wood bond to the blank. dropping stuff with my hands today. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Idaho. No, that's what I get for assuming stuff, right? Well, thank you for coming through. I'm down in Florida, Northwest Florida.
Laid back, carving, steady hand devotion. Epoxy shines bright, clouded in emotion. Grumpy hands spark, therapy potion. Anxiety drips, vanishing like ocean foam.
This stuff worked pretty good on the last set of blanks, y'all. I did not have to beat it out of the tube at all. I just popped the cap off and pushed it right out with my finger.
Creating our escape, these forms be proof.
I think I got some dust going on in here right now, though.
Roach clips glowing, fingertips control. Therapy the mission, fire feeds the soul. Ink in the wood grain, carving out whole. Lost in creation, feeling fully whole. Epoxy drips clean,
My neck's
blocks
getting
the
me.
vibe and time.
So my
Therapy
hands,
eternal,
the
steep
neuropathy's
the
getting me,
line.
and then I got these gloves on,
Silent, buzzed up the climb.
so I can't feel
Aliens tracking thoughts, feeling so
worth the
divine.
flip through the gloves. Let that sit. Where's the cap at? Like, that don't take much of that spray either, just a little bit.
Medication rolled tight.
It's supposed to last several applications, they say, but
Creating our escape.
I don't want to have to beat and bang to get these things back out of here like I did before, so
Shoving demons aside, calling brighter days. Therapeutic
I'm gonna
fiction,
add a
set the
spritz
world
to it
ablaze.
every time I reload it.
Healing, we move through the maze.
That way I know it's doing its job right.
Grumpy in the shop, he's
There's
crafted
one.
a throne. Roach clips spinning, epoxy's full blown. Stress evaporates, the pain turns to haze. Workshop therapy in this cosmic maze.
Hell, ain't we all from over there?
Anxiety dissolves,
I think that's where all our ancestors come from, is across the pond. Pretty much, unless you're Native American.
Creation's the cure, washes out the strain. Like and subscribe, come and catch the vibe. Grumpy's workshop, where the cosmos collide. Aliens watching, they peep through the sky. Crafting universes with a gleam in his eye.
That'll fit. That won't fit. Trying to keep these gloves on so I don't waste a set of gloves when I go to do the epoxy, but they're just not working for me.
Blueprints of peace etched deep in the wood. Channeling the stars, yeah, it feels that good.
We got more coming.
UFOs hover, they want in on the plan. Saw blades singing tunes only Grumpy understands. Celestial shavings, they drift in the flow. Galactic therapy, the more you know. Like and subscribe. Come and catch the
I'm sorry you tuned in on a boring night.
Grumpy's workshop.
I normally get in here and do some wood turning, either making my clips or pins. But right now I'm setting myself up to make some blanks, or pour some blanks to make. Oh, my neck.
like and subscribe, come and catch the vibe.
I just started using these PVC pipes to do my molds, and it works out pretty good. I'm gonna go to a silicone setup, but until I can get me stuff to make me some, this is doing pretty good for me. The homemade stuff I got, it won't work quite as good as the real deal. And I want to make a set of my own molds for this stuff. Alright, I need a bigger box, yo. Is that gonna go back in there? Oh, that's not. That's the straighter one. That's the one we need.
Grumpy's in the shop today. Tools clatter where shadows stay. Crab apple wood gets its say. Made in pain, that's how we play. Turning scraps to gold each day. Roach clip spinning, grain won't stray. Lathe hums like an old freight train. Fingers guide the flow and strain. Every clip a story plain. Made in pain, that's how we play.
Oh, and I ordered the telescopic bit to make the extension or the extending roach clips that the guys were wanting. There was a couple of people that kept coming to the dispensary sales looking for a specific type of roach clip. I didn't get the stuff to make it the first month, and then they actually come back the next month wanting to know if I had one. I finally ordered the pieces for that. It's let's see, basically like a old school radio antenna or walkie-talkie antenna where you pull it out, close it back and forth, kind of like your little cheesy back scratchers or something. They wanted a roach clip kind of like that, to where, you know, it would be 6 inches long, or they could pull it out and it'd be 2 foot long. And I was like, ooh, I could probably do that. I just had to kind of think about how to engineer it together, you know, get everything for it to work. Got on Amazon and started looking around and found some. They're probably about that long, and they extend, I think, to about 17 inches. And I'm gonna trim them up, kind of do them like an ink pen. I'm gonna drill a blank out to glue that piece into it, and then drill the other end of a blank and hook my wooden awl to it. Yeah, it's hard to explain how I'm gonna do it, but I worked it out in my head. I just got to get a hold of the actual telescoping piece and play with it.
Shapes emerge, sharp souls taking their bite. From bad shit to brilliance, the cycle's tight. Grumpy carving galaxies push the limits of sight. Glow bright edges, life's a strobe light glow. Hands cramp steady, art dances just so. Laid back visions, they traverse the unknown. Aliens Aliens watch Grumpy shape the great unknown. Sign to the vibe, drop that subscribe, catch carvings flowing steady, creations alive. Grumpy in his own, aliens not pure delight. Watch epoxy spill dreams under fluorescent lights.
Who knows? I guess I got to quit expecting that. That's just disrespectful. Well, tonight there ain't gonna be. I ain't gonna be doing a whole lot, but just mixing and pouring epoxy. That's just boring. In the mornings, I go live 5:30 Central AM most of the time, and I'll be spinning roach clips and stuff then. I said tonight was just gonna be an audio test, but now that I'm actually on here and running live, then I'm gonna tinker around and pour a set of molds. I think I am anyway. Not with that one. Insert's gonna fall out.
Edges like a strobe light glow. Hands cramped steady, art dances just so. Laid back visions, they traverse the unknown. Aliens watch Grumpy shape the great unknown. Sign to the vibe, drop that subscribe, catch carvings flowing steady, creations alive. Grumpy in his own, aliens not pure delight. Watch epoxy spill dreams under fluorescent lights. What's Grumpy doing tonight? Sparking up trouble.
Yeah, this little spot drilled out almost too much. The insert wants to slip right out. So we need it to stay in there.
A crazy sight. Crackle pop burn, watch it go.
Hey, Mr. Johnny. Hey, Alan, how y'all doing?
Zap, zap, snap. A warning to know. Please safety first. Don't follow his flow. Crackle pop.
I made me a what do you call it? A caddy for my blanks.
Please safety first. Don't follow his flow. He's got wires.
That one stay.
Like a madman's plan. Lightning in his hands, no safety span. Don't do what Grumpy does.
That's what I'm about to do, is just mix up some epoxy and pour some blanks. I'm just trying to get my inserts to work. This one doesn't want to cooperate. I think I got it now, though.
On quite the show. Zap, zap, snap, a warning to know. Please safety first, don't follow his flow. The patterns it leaves, like trees in the sky.
I need to make some type of little key to hold this together when I'm doing this
Don't
stuff.
even try.
Alright.
Grumpy's a fool. No need to ask.
See, I'm doing my blanks in some PVC right now instead of that paper stuff like I was doing. And I had them just taped together sitting in a cup, and that was just wonky. It was about to fall over when I was putting it in the pressure pot. So I made that little caddy, cradle, whatever you want to call it, to hold 3 of those blanks. And so I'll put it in there and they'll stand up straight while I pour them, and then stand up straight when I put them into the pressure pot. And I have a small little cheap Tupperware bowl that this will fit into, just in case it wants to spill or leak from the bottom. It'll leak into the Tupperware and not into the pressure pot. I gotta work on better plugs, but that's not bad for what we got. But it quick and dirty, but it'll work. It will definitely work for right now, but it's definitely crude. It's better than the paper setup and the cardstock, that's for sure. Give me just a second, y'all. Let me go see if she told my son where she was going, because she just up and left.
Peace in creation, wood spirits play the host. Hands trace the lines, stories in each slice. Sweat and patience blend, little figures rise. Each twist, each turn, an age-old tale. In the dust and smoke, find a soul to hail. Wood and smoke, life in a tangled dance. Carving through pain, giving grain a second chance. Medicating moments, sharing time with ghosts. Peace in creation, wood spirits play the host. Silent whispers in the brain, marking time's tender grip. Lathe and drum will sing, mellows out life's trip. Just like golden sunlight, sparkles in the air. Crafting peace in faces, finding solace there. Workshop sacred ground, where mind gets lost. Carved from ancient timber, who cares the cost?
Alright, oh.
Swap the pain for purpose.
Yeah, we're back. I did forget my epoxy though. She went to go help her mother into bed. I've had my epoxy inside so it wouldn't be as cold, so it wouldn't be as thick. She went to go help her mama get in bed, I reckon. Her mom does need some help though. Her health has went downhill bad. She's on dialysis. Sad, but we don't feel we'll have her here this time next year. She's pretty much in a wheelchair, can't get around on her own, and my father-in-law, he's getting old. He's getting where he can't help out as much either no more. So yeah, she had to go help him get into the chairs, or get into bed.
Thoughts clearing while I'm drumming, hands steady, chiseling souls from the grain. Wood spirits born, banish all the pain. Roach clips gleam, each one's a story. Copper wire twist, therapeutic beauty glory. Minds at ease, wood chips in the air. Chronic pain fades, I'm beyond the despair. Call the pain away. Dust therapy, delight in the shop late, working through the night. Every cut heals.
I forgot that camera shut off.
Craft therapy, that's how life bends. Grumpy's pace, laid back vibes. Whittling woes down, pain subsides. Tools whisper secrets, old as time.
Got my old cell phones running as cameras, and
Patterns emerge like ancient lore.
I gotta keep them plugged up or the camera app sucks the battery right out of them, and I stole my plug for my other one earlier to charge something and forgot to plug it back up, and it killed the phone.
In every shave and a relief I find. Wood spirits smile, they understand. In this workshop, I'm a healed man.
Oh, hey, what is that kit that I got, Mr. Johnny? Mr. Johnny, if you're still in here, I'm fixing to look at my order. I didn't go through Strong Ink. I found another kit on Amazon. It wasn't a Kolar's. What brand was it? Barn Ridge Woodcraft. Have you heard of them?
Does therapy delight in the shop late, working
I
through
bought
the
a
night,
20
every
pack
cut
of Slim
heals,
Lines
every scrape mends.
from
Woodcraft
them.
therapy, that's how life bends. Grumpy's pace, laid back vibes, whittling woes
That
down, pain
was
subsides.
40 something, 40
Tools
bucks.
whisper secrets old as time. In the grain I find my rhyme. Patterns emerge like ancient lore. Hands know the dance, always wanting more. Therapeutic rhythm, every single cut. Chronic pain fighting, but I stay in the rut. Dust fills the lungs, yet clears the mind. In every shaving or relief I
I've
find.
washed my marks off of here.
Would spirits smile, they understand. In this workshop,
I put 4 ounces of A, 4 ounces of B, and mix that mess up. And that gives me 3 of my blanks, so that's not too bad.
Yeah, grumpy on the lathe, shavings hit the floor, epoxy drips slow, colors cosmic galore. Spin the clip, tight stress gets erased, dust clouds rise like ghosts in the space. Dust therapy, pain be gone, colors swirling, work till dawn. Stress dissolves, it don't belong. Dust therapy, just play along. Rough calloused, working that groove. Lathe hums a tune like the tools approve. Each turn a whisper, each cut a shout. Life in the sawdust, what it's all about. To each their own, the craft's a zone. Epoxy dreams, the mind's alone.
Alright, y'all, we pick some colors.
Colors bright, a cosmic throne. Dust therapy, pain be gone. Colors swirling, work till dawn. Stress dissolves, it don't belong.
Number 19.
Just play along.
Let's see what number 19 is. Is light purple.
Subscribe to the vibe, let the love inspire. Shavings in the air, a workman's choir. Grumpy spins the world in cosmic fire.
52 is a color shift to bright purple. So we got light purple and bright purple. How does that work out? All right, we're gonna respin. 55. It's another color shift color. What is that? Purple blue. It wants me to use purples. That's the third purple.
Epoxy gleams under dreamy skies. Lathe spins tight, making wonders glow.
We got 44. All right, what's 44?
Magic. It's a chill kind
Pink.
of show.
Purple, pink.
Medication
Some colors just
rolled
ain't
up
gonna
tight
go
tonight. Art from the soul under workshop
23.
light.
Red.
Lathe carving grooves, cutting deep and true. Grumpy's
The
laid
spinny
back
wheel
vibe,
app's not always a
pure
good way to
deja
pick
vu.
colors.
Roach clips shining like the moon's delight. Twist and
They're
turn
staying
to
in the
just
reds and the blues.
fingers stained with color so bold. Masterpiece used, born where stories
That'll
unfold.
work.
Like and subscribe, feel the
Sage
art
pink.
grow. Churning ideas like the lace flow.
Maybe. Let's see, 44.
Epoxy
Right
dreams
there.
reaching out to the stars. This is soul on wood, never behind bars. Medication rolled up tight tonight.
That's what the first kit I bought was Kolars from Amazon. They were
Deep and true.
what did they do?
Grumpy's laid
How do they advertise them? Kolar 10-piece kit, 7mm slimline. I got those off Amazon. They were okay. They went together okay. Some of the hardware just didn't feel as tight as it needed to be, in my opinion, I guess. And then the other ones, like I said, are Barn Ridge is the company.
Crafting treasures made with flair. Each groove whispers tales
And they're a 20-pack of slimline wood turning twist pin. Wood turning twist pin kits with refills, brass hardware, 5 finishes. Kind of almost the same kind of ad as the other ones, but it says it's a different brand, Barn Ridge Woodcraft. And it's still probably the Chinese kits. It doesn't have the black. It's just got the gunmetal gold, rose gold, nickel, and silver.
epoxy dreams gleam in the fluorescent light. Workshop therapy, wood chips in the storm. Alien fog rolls, keeping hands warm. Aliens in the mist, visions twirl, can't resist. Eyes red tinted, chasing moments we missed. Medicated haze.
But to be honest with you, it looks like the same daggone kit as a Kolar. The clips look the same, and the tops, and all, and the collar. Yeah, I mean, it all looks the same. Probably the same thing, Chinese kit, just branded from a different company. But I got 20 of those coming in, and then I guess I want to try to. I want to find something that's just got the better. I guess I don't know, the ones that I got might be fine. The transmissions just feel like they need, I don't know, it feels like it needs a little more resistance than what it has on some of them. Some of them just spin too easy. It's staying with the pinkish reds and the purples and the blues. Almost every color. It's been light purple, purple, color shift, purple, blue, pink, red, coral. Oh, don't break. And another purple. Goodness gracious. Bronze. There you go. I had to break it up some. Just wanted to break up a little bit.
Whittle down the stress, anxieties dissipate. Lathe hum whispers, sealing off the weight. Workshop altar, sacred dust in the air. Turning broken pieces into things we repair.
Don't want to do that.
the lathe, spaceship hum in the air. Epoxy shining bright, colors rare, so unfair. Aliens in the mist, whispers fill the void. Roach clips, crafted art, never destroyed. Workshop therapy, the grind finds its peace. Red eyes coated, medicated, sweet
Okay.
chronic fades, anxiety,
Learning something.
drift to abyss. Join the tribe like
Okay.
the biz, can't resist.
I just saw that comment, Mr. Johnny. You're talking about
Shavings hit the floor, constellations in the dust. Hands steady, future forged in quiet trust.
crimping in more on those grooves, pinching it a little bit.
Each clip a little portal, bent space-time. Alien beams hit, tools start to glow. Grumpy vibing hard, feels the artisan flow. Therapy session in the sawdust.
Okay, because yeah, I can see now pressing that in there, you probably push it off of that song.
No pain stays the course. Roach
So I could take,
fire fuels the source.
yeah.
Spin stories, whispers through the grain. Alien medics in
Oh, and like roach clip pliers grab that just right too. Tighten that back down. Nice. Okay, cool. I'll have to try that. Thank you for that little tip.
Join the tribe like the vids can't resist.
Because that seems to be my only issue with those kits right now. Can be pushed too far or something. Yeah, I could imagine pinching it too bad. Pinch it too hard on one side, it probably feel gritty too, like there's dirt or something in there, because it's probably be like scratching it as it turns. I figured that would be one you have to get the pressure just right. All right, let me get that there. Where's my check? There it is.
Grumpy spins the lathe, spaceship hum in the air. Epoxy shining bright, colors rare, so unfair.
Alright, I start this mess here. It's gonna be going until I'm done.
Crafted art never destroyed. Workshop therapy, the grind finds its peace.
It's either do it now or do it tomorrow. It's getting late.
Anxieties drift to abyss. Join the tribe like the vids can't resist. Shavings hit the floor, constellations in the dust. Hands steady, future forging quiet trust. Blades slice the resin, galaxies align. Each clip a little portal.
Hell, it
bent
might be too
space-time.
cold for my crazy butt to be out here in the morning. We'll have to find out.
Therapy session in the sawdust hive. Workshops, church crafting keeps them alive. Medicinal haze, no pain stays the course. Roach clip crackles, fire fuels the source. Late spin
gotta open
stories,
these up, though.
whispers through the grain. Alien medics in the wood, healing every vein. Workshop therapy, the grind finds its peace. Red eyes coated, medicated, sweet release. Chronic fades, anxieties drift to abyss. Join the tribe like the vids can't resist.
Don't spill. Closes when they're okay. Tries to close up on them when they're right.
Workshop therapy, the grind finds its peace. Red eyes coated, medicated, sweet release. Chronic fades, anxieties drift to abyss. Join the tribe like the vids can't resist.
Trying to get these pigments open so I'm not. Come on. Fumbling with it, trying to rush right there when I get it bored.
Carving up the world with the laid back stick. Epoxy dreams flow like rivers in the sea. Each one unique like a carved out.
They got 2 layers of protection in there. There's this daggone
Stress fades away
little
as the
cardboard deal
pieces unwind.
and
Cartridge covers
foil.
glowing, a sight to behold. Grumpy's creations are worth more than gold. Shapes take form under steady hands, colors swirling like cosmic strands. Originals born from a mindful spring, every carving a tale of creativity. Like and subscribe to the art of the grind. Stress fades away as the pieces unwind. Cartridge covers glowing, a sight to behold. Grumpy's creations are worth more than gold. From wood to epoxy, the magic appears. Stress-free zones chasing off fears. Laid back and happy, that's how it's done. Grumpy's world shines like the morning sun.
That one there, you got that there. That's that right there. Paper towels.
Stress fades away as the pieces
Get some
unwind.
paper towels ready in case we make a mess.
Covers glowing, a sight to
Get
behold.
my air compressor plugged up.
Grumpy's creations are worth more than gold.
Oh. Get plugged up and ready for pressurize that pot. I gotta get everything ready that way I'm not flipping out and spazzing at the last second in case it starts to get too hot on me or something.
Grumpy's hands, they shape the night. The epoxy flows and
Now
neon
look, it's
flight.
gonna try to get too hot too
Clips
quick.
to a lighter case. Every piece, a brand new space. Oh, Grumpy, carve it all, don't stop. Each creation makes the paint drop. Under UV, the colors ignite. Glowing bold through every night. Anxieties fade like a distant
Alright.
tide. Chronic pain takes a backseat ride. Crafted wonders with a steady hand. Unique treasures from this magic land.
Well,
Grumpy, carve it
I'm
all,
broadcast. I'm supposed to be. Oh shit, alcohol weight. I'm supposed to be doing vertical and horizontal, but that new vertical horizontal feed that they offer, I've never found the vertical feed for it, so I don't know what it's doing. I've looked for it on my other account before, and only ones I've ever found was the horizontal, but it shows on the studio that I'm broadcasting both, so I don't know. The vertical view, they can only see between my fingers right here. Horizontal is what y'all got now, but let's see. This mess is steady. I have realized alcohol wipes are my friend. Come on.
grumpy shop is humming alive. Lathe spinning, carving dreams to thrive. Epoxy flows like rivers that gleam, turning roach clips into a smoky scene. Fingers stained with colors so wild, crafting wonders with a twist and a smile.
I am gonna change it back to a regular live, probably maybe once a week, with me spinning a roach clip or something, just to try to get some extra views. Because I did get, before I started using OBS, whenever I was streaming with just my phone, I was pulling in more numbers, which I don't really care for a bunch of views. I mean, I do, but it was also spreading me out. It was giving me a few more subscribers too. But that's one thing I've watched since the dual streaming option. The numbers just aren't there, so I don't think it's broadcasting like it says it is. Before I started using OBS, I was getting a couple of thousand views on some of my streams. But once I started using OBS and going through that software, even when I was broadcasting vertical through OBS, I wasn't getting the views anymore. So I don't know how it's doing. I really don't care. I mean, I do, but I have to be careful anyway. If I get monetized, I got to blow up and be seriously making some money, because if I make just enough money, it'll screw me on my disability. So that's the crazy thing about that right there. But I don't see that happening no time soon anyway, so. I think they gonna screw me on that anyway. They sent me that paperwork telling me that they needed me to fill it out for my evaluation. And we did that. Then they sent us some more stuff. We did that. And they sent another letter saying they didn't get the wife's paperwork. And I mailed that off when I mailed mine off. Then we called all last week. Damn, I got a splinter or something. But we called all last week, trying to get in touch with the people to let them know, say, hey, you know, we sent your paperwork to you. Well, they never called us back. And their answering service says, oh, we will call you in 1 business day. Hey, Suzanne, how you doing? I was just doing an audio test to begin with, and now I'm mixing up some blanks. This is the hurry up and wait part. How's that pen doing? I got some more kits coming in the mail to do some more. Oh, did you see the captive ring that I did on the pen this morning? Oh, where'd it go? I did the captive ring roach clip, then the captive ring dab spoon, and then I managed to get the captive ring on a pin. I don't have the clip for the pin because it would interfere with the ring, but I thought that was just too cool. A little fidget pin, then the roach clip to match it because it's got a ring, and then the dab spoon to match the roach clip. Awesome. That's I'm trying to get some more blanks worked up. I want to do some want to spin one of my blanks into a pin. So we got 6 made so far. And the way I do, I pour 3 of every combination. So that'll at least be 2 roach clips and then a pin. And then the blanks that I turn into pins, I can do, let's see, out of the 3 I pour, 2 can be the roach clips, and then the third one, I can make that into 2 pins and a dab spoon, I think. I think they're long enough for that. Hey Joe, how you doing tonight? I hope everybody's staying warm. They say we're supposed to start getting some freezing temperatures tonight here. So I'm gonna drip the faucets before I go to bed. I think they said it's supposed to get down in the 20s tonight.
Grumpy's work healing in the design. Grumpy's work healing in the design. Lay the spins truth, therapy in the grooves.
Ooh, this is the part I hate.
Each turn improves, paint spills out, molded in the
There's
grain.
a mixing in the stir.
Epoxy in the veins like
Hand goes
subscribe,
cramping.
but it's more than a vibe. Grumpy's gotta go home.
And then I'm constantly scraping the sides.
Hiding in plain sight, epoxy roach
I
clips.
don't necessarily worry about bubbles too much because I mean, if I had a pressure pot, I would put them in there just to watch it bubble up and degas. Or I mean a vacuum chamber. But it's going in the pressure pot when it's ready. So.
Grumpy's work healing in the design. Grumpy's work healing in the design.
Oh goodness.
Grumpy's work healing in the design.
The bottles of this say I have like 40 minutes working time, but last time when it was cold, it was a lot longer than that. And I looked this up on the website because I was trying to see how much this batch cost me, and I found out this is food safe epoxy. I thought that was interesting.
Grumpy spins epoxy, hands dance on the light.
Dig deeper. Ooh.
Tools hum a him, sharp edges misbehave. Therapeutic motions, wood chips cascade. Medication roll tight, cosmos in
And
the
then
grip,
I
stress
have my
melts to
little
vapor, exhaled on
Harbor
the
Freight
trip.
paint gun.
Colors glow so bright.
I just keep my eye on the
Swirls in
temperature.
the night. Joining
It gets up to about 85, 90. I'll separate it into the 3 chambers. And then I'll add my pigments and start mixing that up. And then go from there.
Roach clips crafted, twisted, are divine. Lay the sing sorrow, but the finish aligns. Each turn of grain, a story confined. Swirls of resin, a galaxy contained. Light it, inhale it, no longer chained. Freedom in the haze, nothing feels strained.
All right, Suzanne, you have a good night. Thank you for coming by.
Swirls in the night, join in hand, no more fight.
Let's see.
Just flight.
That's a sage
Dissolve
green.
stress is the plan.
And then we got bronze and red. So we'll dump some glow pigment. I'll use just the UV glow pigment in this batch. And I'll put some green and then some red. We'll put a bunch of it in there though so it glows. And then I'm gonna stir it with my little wire instead of my stick today. That second batch of neon that had the glow pigment, I just did a quick. The first batch of neon I just stabbed in and pulled out real fast with the stick. Then the one that mudded up, kind of looked like it mudded. I took that one and tried to swirl it some, but take a little bent up wire here. A little wire and stick down in there and spin it and then pull it out. It gives it a good swirl. So far it has. Get that ready. Alright, 75. That's I got one of my little lemonade drinks tonight. The Simply Bold Spike Lemon Signature Lemonade is 8% alcohol, a little 24 ounce. That's my nightcap. That with a little herbal, a little sleep good.
Subscribe to the vibe. Let the cosmos collide. No gravity here. Just a universal ride.
Alright.
Colors melt.
75. We're slowly warming up. So it's mixed. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Mr. Johnny, I need to get up with Jake through an email. Hey, Michael.
Black so deep it swallows up the night. Epoxy drips slow, but the hustle stays tight. Epoxy dreams, therapy in the stack. Lace spins true, no looking back.
Ooh, sorry about that. Y'all didn't mean to go to coughing in your ear.
Crafting life from the night. Epoxy dreams, therapy in the stack. Lace spins truth, no looking back. Made in pain, every color of fight. Grumpy's glowing, crafting life from the night. Roach clips spun like webs in a spider's lair. Fingers stained with resin, creation in the air. Pain's a sculptor, carving stories.
But I need to get up with Jake and see if he can play with his fun funnel file and make a smaller one.
On this epoxy ride. Epoxy dreams, therapy in the stack.
I wish I had my own 3D printer.
Made in pain, every color of fight.
I muted it right when I went to say something. I hit my daggum, my vape pen, and it took my breath away and made me go to choking. But I would like to get a fun funnel that holds, what is this? This is 8 ounces, so holds about a cup, and then have three 3 chambers in it, divided in 3 instead of 4. And split it down. What is that? 8 ounces. Split the 8 ounces in by 3. And then each chamber hold its share. But yeah, I'd like to have something like that, a little bit smaller. I don't mix enough. I don't mix enough epoxy at one time to fill up a whole fun funnel. I need a baby fun funnel.
Lighter cases with a neon spark, roach clips charting through the dark. Each one surrenders its hidden flare, a secret glow humming soft in the air.
Oh boy, are you kidding me? I was gonna say I haven't gotten up, but I couldn't find my. Oh man. Phone charge. Yeah, save your phone for sure. Cuddle up, stay warm. Goodness, stay warm for sure, buddy.
Unique creations that tell no lies, every twisted gem under unseen skies. The pour of resin whispers calm, healing hands holding steady balm.
Michael, how's that weather doing y'all up there? No, we haven't seen nothing nasty yet. We've had rain and thunderstorms today. It was still in the 70s here. And so we had that warm air coming off the Gulf. And then that cold air from the cold front coming down, clashing above us. It gave us some nasty thunderstorms this afternoon. Now we got cold, wet rain. Oh, excuse me. And it's supposed to be freezing by morning. When I say freezing, we're supposed to be in the 20s. And I know a bunch of people across the states is in single digits and negative digits, but yeah, we're just now getting the cold here. All right, I've been mixing this long enough. It says mix it about 7 minutes to get you a good mix. It's not doing anything here. We just got some sleet and some ice. Now see, last weekend we got a couple of hours of snow. It hit the ground. It stayed on the ground, but it wasn't really thick. It, you know, maybe a half inch, not even really an inch, because it really didn't even cover everything all the way. But as soon as the sun come up, it melted.
Fingers smooth by the glow so much. Each piece carved under UV sky.
Almost 80. That's working.
Dreams where the magic lies.
Let me get my glow colors out. Where's my cans?
Lighter cases.
Well, if I stay here, y'all, I got some ideas to this place. I want to,
Charting through the
there's the
dark.
red. I want to, organize some stuff around here a little differently.
A secret glow humming soft in the air, where the epoxy flows and the pain subsides.
Yeah, red and green.
Carve until dawn where the spirit glides. Anxiety melts in the UV light. Grumpy keeps carving all through the night.
Right now, the way everything's going and looking, I don't know if I'll be able to afford to make bills. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to stay here or not. If I can get me a budget worked up and we can get stuff agreed upon and I can make bills, then I'll stay. But, If not, then I guess we're gonna have to sell everything and split everything, and I'm gonna have to go back to my mom's.
Hands, holding steady bomb.
But I dang sure don't want to go back to my mom's. I never thought I'd have to move back to my mom's. But I never thought I'd be getting a flipping divorce after this
It's
long
not
unit.
just ours,
So I guess
it's Grumpy's fire.
I never thought it'd never happen, so
Taming pain with his glowing light. Epoxy alive in the endless flow. A laid back groove
it is what it is.
you'll never outgrow. Where the epoxy
It is what it
flows
is.
and the pain subsides, carving till dawn where the spirit glides. Anxiety melts in the
Now I'm
UV
gonna put
light.
that
Grumpy keeps carving all through the night.
this Let's Resins mica powder in there for the main red. And I'm gonna take some of this nail art UV glow pigment powder and put in there to make the red glow. It won't be bright like the neon powders, but after it's charged with a UV light, it'll still glow.
Grumpy's in the workshop, working through the night. Epoxy roach clips glowing, what a sight so bright. Shining like the stars that twinkle up in space.
I still gotta make a
Aliens are
video
circling, they
of
can't keep up the pace.
all our
So
stuff last
Grumpy's
year.
laid back,
Like I
but
said,
his
last
craft's on
year it
fire.
was January 21st. We got over 8.5 inches of snow
Aliens do
here.
flybys just to
And
catch
that
the
was
view.
they
Epoxy
told us
dreams
last
alive in
year,
every
once in a
shade of
lifetime
blue.
record storm, because we don't get snow. You know, they tell us, oh, you're gonna get flurries and we'll get a little sleet or a little slush. You know, but last year when they said we was gonna get snow, we was all laughing. You
Late
know,
night radio
we
hums
got
as the
snow.
resin flows. Grumpy's hands
was
are steady
wild.
while the workshop glows. Crafting tiny wonders, his art is his escape. Even cosmic travelers stop to see and gape. Oh, they're beaming down their curious eyes, hovering silent under earthly skies. Like and subscribe, they'd probably say, if they had a signal in their Milky Way. Oh, Grumpy's laid back, but his craft's on fire. Glowing
This
blue
stuff
creations
got
take us
some,
higher and higher. Aliens do flybys just to catch the
stored
view.
them.
Epoxy dreams alive
Some
in every
moisture in it
shade
or
of
something.
blue.
Last
Through the
time I
haze of
used it.
sawdust, sparks begin
This-
to
okay,
rise.
no, that's
Grumpy's
the-
in the zone, you can see it
this
in
the-
his eyes. Each
this
clip a
one's about
tiny
him.
beacon, calling out to space. A workshop full
It,
of wonders,
started
an
to chunk up
interstellar
on me.
chase.
I have to sit there and act like it's in a little mortar and pestle and kind of bust it up a little bit. Make sure there's no chunks in there. But there's still little bitty pieces that are going to be stuck together. I'm just going to dump all that in there. This little pack of nail art stuff, it wasn't too expensive for that little old deal. It was what, about 12 colors. Oh, fire the DJ. I gotta go through and delete all my playlists and make a giant playlist. Dang it. Oh, yeah, it was daily. Green. Where'd the green
Grumpy's
go?
epoxy, these roach clips tight. Aliens
Now
love
that's
instant hype.
two different greens. This is a bright green, but then this is a
Sky high
real
workshop therapy,
pearlescent
chronic
metallic
pain, good night.
sage green.
UV
So that's gonna
rays
make a
hit the
color of
resin
its own,
just
but
right.
it's gonna glow
Epoxy
too.
so bright, outshine the night. Laid back carvings, vibrations ignite. In the lab, mixing colors, pure delight. Like and subscribe.
Almost looks like it's an interference color, but it's not.
Aliens in the workshop, let's inscribe. Grumpy's chronic pain, no need to hide. Epoxy brilliance, ride the tide. Roach clips in hand, extraterrestrial.
And I can't pull out the bronze yet because
it's all pre-planned.
I'm just gonna dump a little bit in here, a little bit in there, and leave the rest in the big cup. And then I'll add the bronze to the big cup.
Take a stand. Like and subscribe, join the vibe. Aliens in the workshop, let's inscribe. Grumpy's chronic pain, no need to hide. Epoxy brilliance, ride the tide.
Shoot.
Workshop.
Where are you at again, Michael?
Beyond epoxy creations.
Be careful, you're gonna end up getting some snow this year.
Roll up reality, spaceships spawned, chronic pain fades, therapeutic dawn.
See, I got so many colors to choose from now. I sit there and start looking at the colors and I get lost. Then when I do pick colors, it's like what you said earlier, the greens and the purples, they look good together, but I've got so many clips that I've got green and purple in. And then that's like the 2 batches I've made so far, both of them's got green and purple in it. But they look totally different though. But that's why I put all my colors on that spinning wheel app. But tonight it was giving me all the same hues. Yeah, it's all the same colors, kinda. North Carolina. Ooh. And you're not getting no snow? What kind of temperatures do you have right now? Getting a lot of ice maybe? Too cold. If it gets too cold, you won't get snow. That's what we get down here. It's like we'll get down in the 20s and everything, but it's like we'll get too cold and we get the old slush and whatnot. We don't ever get that optimal temperature for the snow.
Instant hype, no fright. Smoking medication, sky high flight. Workshop therapy, chronic pain. Good night.
Sleep, yeah. That could be worse than the snow though sometimes. That's what we're worried about here in our area is we're getting a lot of rain right now and there's just puddles and stuff everywhere. And then we're supposed to drop into the 20s. Hey, Rubberneck. I seen where Zed mentioned me in a post just a minute ago on a pop-up, but I haven't had a minute to look at it. But yeah, we're supposed to. Yeah, see, we're supposed to be like that in the morning. We're supposed to be in the 27s. See, that's why I don't like those vape cartridges. I want that dry herb. Dry herb vaporizer so bad. 84, we're getting on up there. Those 510 thread cartridges, you can get the snow cone vape cartridges is what I call them. It's basically just the liquid THC and they just add the botanical terpenes back to it. Then you have the live resin and live rosins, and those you have more of the entourage effect. You're getting all the medicinal benefits out of it. But they're so harsh on my throat. Yeah, but I'll hit one of them. Bad one. I just took a couple of hits off of it a few minutes ago. Just got my throat still scratching. crazy thing is the flour don't do all that. Now the flour is not as strong as that either, but it's like dabs. I cannot do dabs. Hell, I can barely smoke out of a bong. I'll lose a lung. So I got as much as I smoke is crazy. I have candy lungs. Hell, if the edibles would work for me like they should, I wouldn't smoke as much. And I gotta get the doctor to get my dang gut fixed. I can't process grease and fats, and that's what the THC bonds to. So when you go to digest an edible, if you don't digest grease or fat, you're not going to digest much of that medicine in there. And that's my issues with it. Alright, we're putting bronze into that. But we gotta wait until I pour it out. It's almost ready to move over. I'm gonna get it close to 90. And then I'll switch, because once I separate the containers, they don't heat up as fast. It heats up faster when it's in one container. Rubberneck, how's Zed doing? He's staying warm over there. I was watching his stream yesterday when he was cutting up his firewood and everything. Trying to. I see his shoulder's still messing up with his back. This is the only part I don't like about this epoxy. I mean, I like it. I can't complain because it gives me time to work it. But this is like the hurry up and wait. It's like you hurry up and get all anxious and rush because it tells you, oh, you only got so many minutes to work it. But then it takes forever. Because I try to wait until it gets to about 105 before I pour it. So yeah, I seen him going live about the time I went to start this. I started this earlier as a test to try to get my audio back the way it was. It's sounding better now because I got a booster boosting the decimal level, but I done something a few weeks ago and it cut my audio in half. So yeah, I just went to see. I erased everything tonight and then put it all back, thinking it might fix it, but it didn't change it. I still got that booster going. But then once I started streaming, I just went ahead and left it streaming because I figured I would go ahead and get me some molds mixed up. I made a little mold caddy to hold my molds earlier out of some wood and some dowels. So that'll work out. Ooh. I say it'll work out. Where's my dog? One of the inserts looks like it fell over in there. That's gonna be, oh no, that's no good if it's fitting in there that loose. Yeah, that's no good. I'm glad I just saw that. I might be able to still fix that real quick.
But his heart's in tune. Aylin's chilling by the glow of the moon. Wood shave and scatter like cosmic dust.
Where's another piece? I use cling wrap down over my plug. I got a hole drilled in the plug to hold the insert, and I put cling wrap over that so the epoxy don't bond to that wood too good, or at all. I don't want it to bond to the wood because then I can't separate the plug from the blank. There we go.
Medications tight like a rocket in flight. Grumpy's whispers echo through the starlight. Aliens laugh in a galactic tone.
Oh, come on, stay in there. Why are you trying to fall out?
Left alone. Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan. Aliens clap, it's out of hand. Wood spirits hide, they know the deal. Grumpy's
There we go.
chaos got surreal.
Then I put the
But his heart's in tune. Aliens chilling by the glow of the moon.
oh,
Wood shave and scatter like cosmic dust. Grumpy's faith in fun is the only must.
everybody's no, it fell over again.
Aliens chill around the carving table.
If this thing is that loose when I pour the epoxy in there, there we go. Pour the epoxy in there, it's gonna lift up and float. And that ain't gonna be no good. Hopefully.
Grumpy's hands ain't got no plan. Aliens clap, it's out of hand. Wood spirits hide, they know the deal. Grumpy's chaos got surreal.
Yeah, 913. Hello, sir. I just now looked at chat. I made it well, I sent you a picture of that caddy I made for my molds.
Grumpy's hands ain't
I come on earlier just doing an audio test to see if I got my audio sounding better. And,
it's out of hand.
I need that.
Wood spirits hide,
I went ahead and started messing with my blanks. I'm gonna try to pour some blanks real quick. We're going to go with red, sage green. We're putting some bright glow green on top of a dark green though, so I don't know how that's gonna mix up. And then I'm gonna put bronze. We'll see how those colors play. All right, Michael, if you're still here, I'm just now seeing that you're going, buddy. Have a good night. Stay warm, stay safe. If I don't see you in the morning, be safe tomorrow too. But I'll be on in the morning at 5:30. Fix your Viva Flex shaft. I put a chain on my chainsaw. You better leave that damn chainsaw alone. We're gonna be calling you Hop Along for sure. Lead the damn good foot, put the good foot behind you. Get in that Karate Kid front stance. Put that good foot back behind you, and have your hobbed up foot in front. That way, if you cut through something, you get your bad foot. You don't get your good foot. Errands all day. There you go. That's what I want to be able to do, is run errands all day. I got to get me some wheels figured out, y'all. That was like yesterday. If I would have had wheels yesterday, I could have went to my buddy's house. I got one physical friend that lives around me. All the people and acquaintances that I've had growing up, I got a couple that are still my friends, but we just don't talk. You know, I guess it goes two ways. I don't call them, but they don't call me either. But Hedrick's Homegrown Aquatics. Y'all see him jump in the chats in the mornings every now and then. That's my buddy. I growed up knowing him. Hey, Miss Daisy. How are you doing tonight?
Peace found among aliens in the mist. Chronic pains, a ghost, anxieties dismissed.
But that's my only physical friend I got around here. I got all my YouTube buddies now that I've been meeting up with here recently over YouTube. I'm grateful that I met all y'all. He called me yesterday or day before yesterday and invited me to not a cookout, but I guess a cookout. He was hosting a small party. He was watching MMA fight, I guess, a pay-per-view MMA fight, and then he was cooking some food and invited me to come over to hang out for that. But I wanted to go, but I didn't want to ask him to come get me and then me not have a way out of there. And I didn't want to be a sore thumb or be a downer. You know, I figured once I got out and about, I'd probably get emotional. And I didn't want to be that guy.
Spun the wood till it morphed out of shape. Lathe humming, hands moving, crafting fate. Epoxy drips, binds bugs in a sculptor's twist. Zen found in the fog, some aliens missed. Eyes bloodshot, medicated.
Ooh, 92. We babbling.
Peace found among aliens in the mist.
All right, I'm gonna give it a good stir, and then I'll fix and separate it out here.
Anxieties dismissed, like to the tribe. Spark flames in the abyss. Shavings fall like dreams cut from the grain. Turning, spinning out of pain. Workshop, whisper secrets only hands know.
Hey, y'all better take and love y'all significant others. Give them a hard squeeze. Don't take them for granted. Because you never know.
Beams of light, spaceship vibes cross, smoke trails led home, no details lost. Eyes bloodshot, medicated, soul kissed. Peace found among aliens in the mist. Chronic pains a ghost.
Let me tell you, this shit sucks.
Dismissed, like to the tribe. Spark flames in the abyss.
A little bit more of each one.
Roach clips, shiny dope soldiers of cope. Out of the haze came purpose and hope. Aliens nodding props to the craft, no hate. Epoxy vibes outlasted the hands of fate.
Oh, swear it's just dust in my eyes. It's all. No, it's just dust in my eyes. All right, we got red and green. I'm gonna put the bronze into this one here.
Roach clips, shiny dope soldiers of cope.
Then we got UV glow pigment in the red, and then UV glow pigment in the green. Ooh, we're gonna put a bunch of bronze in there.
Grumpy spins the lathe, hand steady in the grind.
And I'm gonna have bronze boogers.
Epoxy roach clips, art where functions aligned. Workshop sessions,
I gotta quit
therapy
playing and
flows
get
in
the
the
mixing
air.
because this stuff is getting up.
Turning
me
junk into
quick.
gems, like we just don't care. Eyes glaze crimson, medicated haze flows. Chronic aches vanish, the good healing shows. Aliens in the mist whisper words of relief. Craft and cannabis, our escape from the grief. Turn the world into grooves, we twist in the
And then taxes, we was gonna file our taxes and take what was coming back, split that, right? Normally it all goes into the regular bank account and goes towards bills or whatever we got to do. But this go around, we just gonna split it. And I was gonna take my half and put into one of my broken vehicles and try to get me something running. And, we normally get that child earned income credit and all that stuff, you know, because of the kid. Well, he's old enough now and been working and all, you know, we don't get that earned income tax credit deduction or whatever it is for him. And so with my disability and no wife's income, I think it was like just over 1,000 or some mess like that, which is better than nothing, don't get me wrong. But if the wife is to file without my income, she'll get back like $5,000. But then once you put me into the equation, it drops down to freaking peanuts. So I don't know what to do there. This is not mixing up. What is going on? There it goes. And she's worked the numbers and tried to go every way around filing, but once she puts my numbers into it. Alright, buddy, go get you something to eat. But once she does numbers, it messes it up.
Sanded edges, smooth stress, exhaled sins. The therapy
This is gonna be. That's gonna need some more green. That's gonna be almost translucent. I might have been babbling too much on this, yo. Let's find out.
Crafted cures where the resin drips. Epoxy roach clips, fingertips equipped. Medicated therapy, glow flows thick. Chronic pain fades, it's a real slick trick. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air, floating through the space like I just don't care. Creating's how
That
we
bronze just, oh, that ain't bronze, that's that green.
now time feels rare. Grumpy's laid back, carving for the soul. Shaping cloudy
Don't
dreams,
like
watch
that
the
green.
colors roll. Hand steady, mind free. This
I
joy's
like it, but I
control.
like it. I like it, but I like it, but I don't like it, but I like it.
Wood grain, the blades are
Ugh.
guide.
I like the color, but it almost looks like it's gonna be translucent.
Where aliens hide, through the haze we thrive, let fears subside. Medication rolled tighter than the bass drum. Creativity sparks where the darkness comes. Shadows in the flicker, pieces succumb. We craft peace in the chaos until we're numb. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air, floating through the space like I just don't care. Creating
Oh, my shoulder. This is why I haven't been making blank. This stuff works on me. And got my shoulder hurting. It goes up into my shoulder, right under my neck, under my ear bone. It's about how I can tell you. It's like right under my ear and my neck. Oh, this shit's getting hot too.
Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air, floating through the space like I just don't care. Creating
Gotta get all this pigments busted up.
anxiety dissolves, now time feels rare.
That's the only bad thing about letting the epoxy heat up and mixing your colors is the pigments don't, it's getting thicker. So you have to stir it harder and more aggressive to get your color to mix in it good.
Crafted cures where the resin drips. Epoxy roach clips, fingertips equipped. Medicated therapy, glow flows thick. Chronic pain fades, it's a real slick trick. Aliens in the smoke, shadows in the air, floating through
That
the
bronze
space like I
looks
just
good.
don't
That
care.
bronze is
Creates
gonna
how we
overtake
heal,
the other
no guilt
colors.
airs. Anxiety dissolves, now time feels rare. Grumpy's laid back, carving for the soul, shaping cloudy dreams, watch the colors roll. Hand steady, mind free, this joint's patrol. Roach clips bonded, stories to unfold. Therapy's the wood grain, the blade's our guide. Healing in creation is where we reside. Pain dressed in smoke, where aliens hide. Through the haze we thrive, let fears subside. Medication rolled tight.
Now this is where I want the fun funnel. I need me a small fun funnel with 3 chambers. Because then I take and pour all these into each chamber and then make my blanks like that. For y'all that don't know what I'm talking about, Jake Thompson does Saturday morning cartoons. That's an awesome little resin channel, epoxy channel to go watch. If you want to start learning how to make blanks and stuff like that, he does some pretty good stuff. But, I squirreled on that, but he does fun funnel. That's where I was going. He does his stuff with a fun funnel, but his is bigger. And I said he's pouring a lot of blanks at one time. And his fun funnel is basically just what you hear. It's a funnel, but it's got 4 chambers in it from the top all the way to the bottom. And then you got little silicone plugs. And he does what I'm doing right here. He mixes up his colors and whatnot. And then when he gets to this point, he dumps them off into his funnel. And then pours everything that way, and he'll sit there and twist the funnel around and get different swirls and different colors and all that stuff. But the way I have to do it, the way I'm set up, I pour a little bit of this color, a little bit of that color, a little bit of this color. I go back and forth as quick as I can, and then kind of do a little swirl and mix with the wire. But that's where we're at. We're fixing to start dumping our colors in. I don't know how much of this y'all are going to be able to see. I'll try to tilt the camera back a little bit. Let's see. That's what I'm going to do now. I'll try to tilt the camera up some. That gives y'all a little bit. Let's see. What can we see? There you go. I'll let all the secrets go today. Ain't no secrets to it. Y'all see, this is what I got. Normally this is paper. See, we're at 96. That's 97. That's 96. I'm gonna let that warm up a little bit more. It's gonna get noisy. I can't hear that in the microphone, but is my noise cancellation taking care of some of that compressor, or is it real loud? It's so loud out here, I can't hardly hear my music or nothing right now. But I got a little bitty compressor and I gotta let it charge. And then when I get the air up my pressure pot, it'll kick back on before I get my pressure pot.
We carve away our worries light, wood and smoke and tranquil night. Roach clips dangling, dreams in flight. Grumpy's carving feels just right. The wood spirits sing their song in this world where you belong. Odds and ends, they can't go wrong. Smile wide as we go along. Let the smoke rise, let cares drift
Take Grumpy off the wall for a minute too.
would show you the sky. Carve your troubles.
See that slowed down. That's only a 90.
Fly.
90, 93.
Feel the peace you can't
Come on now.
deny. In the soft
That old
green
compressor
vines
scares
tape,
me.
round the edge and carve your shape. When
That thing's
the world
old.
begins
That
to
one's at
shake,
96.
here your heart can
Ooh,
find
98.
some space.
I wasn't reading it right. 90, 93, 92, 97. There we
Join
go.
us in this woody jest. With each swipe we feel our best.
It's old.
Ease the burdens on
And it's
our
got some
chest.
rusty water that comes out of it when I use it. So the integrity of the tank worries me.
By let the wood show you
It's one of them little hot dog tanks.
carve your troubles, let them fly. Feel the peace you can't deny.
We're gonna start pouring. It's close to 100. That's thick. You see, Miss Francis and Natalie and them were talking about using the Elmer's glue. You can take the clear Elmer glue and put 1 drop per ounce, and it makes your epoxy thick. It gets it kind of snotty, and that would work better for me in a rectangle mold, but pouring in this right here, if it gets too thick, I'm not gonna be able to pour it good. And so I haven't tried that glue trick yet because I'm afraid to waste the epoxy. All right, y'all.
Grumpy's hands work through the grain, carving tales to numb the pain. Each clip speaks where words don't flow, healing scars they'll never show. Out of my head I find my peace, shaping the wood as burdens release. Each glowing piece a story spun, community
Start putting a
strong we
little bit
craft
in
as
each
one.
tube. And I'll do a little bit here, a little bit in that one, a little bit in the next one. Switch colors, and oop, every now and then I'll get brave and try to pour 2 colors at one time or something, but I end up making a mess doing that. Somebody went live. No, Mike is making stuff. Just give a shout out to somebody.
The chips may fall, but we stand tall. Bandaged souls, we heal it all. Grit and patience mark the way.
And now the red's got some, ooh, no, goofy. Hold on, that's gonna be too much of a mess. The red's got some, glow pigment in it. I don't want a bunch of epoxy running down the sides of the tube because then I'm not going to be able to get it back out of the rack too easy. And I spilled a little bit on that one. But anyway, the red's got glow. The green's got glow. The green's got a bright glow green in it, and it's a dark glow pigment. Or I mean a dark pigment. So that's gonna be funny to see how that works out. Then they have those, I guess the closest thing I could get to a fun funnel, and it'd be small, they have silicone cups like this that have little chambers in there that divide it into 3 sections, and then they pour out into one. I'm gonna get me some of those.
I carve my vision, spirits in the timber, whispers so clear. Lathe spins, I'm grinning, no fear. Chisel songs, wood grains sing. Shapes emerge, magical thing. Curls of oak, pine shavings fall. Therapy and sawdust, hear the wood call. Sawdust clouds, stress away.
And then if you go pour this slow and get a super thin dribble, then when you twist it around like this, it'll lay in there if it's hot enough and be thick enough that it's not gonna blend like right away, and so to give you a good effect. But like I said, it's just the epoxy's gonna do what it wants to do, I guess.
Dremels hum to tunes we know. Workshop rhythm, steady flow. Lay spins tails.
And I done finished my adult beverage, so not intoxicated, but I am a little more of a buzz than what I would normally have. So I'm surprised I ain't made a massive mess yet. And this epoxy is definitely getting warm. I can feel it through that little cup. And it's the end of the day. My feelings ain't 100% in my thumbs. So with me feeling it, it's got to be getting warm. This bronze right here is what's gonna do some crazy color play. It's got some nice color by itself, just the way that it reflects and everything. There's a lot of shadow and everything in the epoxy by it. Blah, blah. Just the bronze alone's got some cool color to it, is what I'm trying to say. So mixing it with the rest of it's gonna look good. A lot of pearlescence or whatever with that mica. Let's see how much. All right, try not to spill nothing, but I'm trying to see how full the molds are. I'll try to keep them about even, but they're about right here. I still got a ways to go. That's why I want to get my camera set up a little different. Get my camera up higher. I can have this stuff actually under the camera, and then I can see what I'm doing. I could look into my phone and see how full everything is.
Smoke trails between fingers so short. Grumpy's breathing deep, feeling the cure. Wood becomes art on a whim that's pure. Crafted stories scroll through the door. Sunsets casting long soft beams. Carving thoughts tangled in dreams. Shavings fall silent as it seems. Grumpy smiles, heart in streams. Let's make this a wood burning song.
Yeah, so this will go into the pressure pot. That'll make sure I don't have no bubbles in there. Now, as far as degassing the epoxy, that's what the vacuum chamber would be for. But I mean, I think if you're going into a pressure pot, I don't think degassing is as necessary. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I've never played with the vacuum chamber yet, so I don't know. Hey Steve, how you doing, buddy? Mixing up some, this was supposed to just be a little audio test to see if I got my OBS figured out again, but I went to fiddling with my blanks and mixing up some blanks while I'm at it. So hope you're staying warm up there.
Epoxy river running lighter cases on the creek. Roach clips in the glow, Grumpy's work unique. Carving late nights, therapy on repeat. Alien vibes.
And then I have my little mold right here. For when I get my blanks full, I will have a little bit left over, and I'll pour the leftovers into here. And then the next set of blanks I have, I'll pour those leftovers in there, and then that'll be a dab spoon blank. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but I got the washer rattling in the background too. That's what that knocky noise is, if y'all hear it.
Roach clip got that spice. Glow bright like UFOs at a midnight sight. Craft wild carvings, man, they take flight. In a zone, no phone, just resin delight. Therapy ain't a couch, it's chiseled.
Steve, I like that piece you did earlier today. Out of the oh goodness, what was that? Was that maple? Can't remember what you said it was. The piece that you harvested out of your yard. that come out pretty good. And yeah, it is always awesome when you can take something that's falling down, you know, around you and then turn it into something like that. That is awesome. That's what some of the pieces I've made out of the pecan. That's where I've gotten the pecan from. We have a big tree right in the center of our backyard. I've had a few pieces that's, I guess the bugs gotten into. And the branches have just had a little bit of rot to them and fallen. For some reason, I must have missed the color or something in this one. This one's a lot lower. Yeah, I can get tons of oak and that stuff's so dang hard. And then pecan, I get a bunch of that. We have a lot of pecan around here too. But like I said, I got that one piece right there in the yard. And I have a couple of nice sized pieces of it in my shed drying from a couple of years ago too. So it's good and dry to turn.
Sharp blade cut and pouring epoxy to life. Each stroke scope chaos, channel the strife. Aliens whisper notes, transmit them precise.
And I got a lot of cedar. Already good and dry, but definitely getting drier. I've had it in the shed for a couple of years. Ever since, I have to look up when Hurricane Sally came through. But we had a cemetery. Real small. I mean, I say real small. It's probably got a couple hundred graves in it, but there was some cedar trees in there. And when Sally came through, knocked a few branches down, and the caretaker limbed it all up. Big branches though, but all my cedar wood spirits and stuff that y'all seen, that's where that cedar come from. Excuse me. The wife don't like it. She says it's haunted cedar. This stuff's getting hot, y'all. I gotta get it into the pressure pot. It's getting thick. Yeah, it don't matter what she likes. She's soon to be the ex-wife, right?
molds, let the resin reveal. Art deep as the void, carving wounds that heal. Fingerprints and wood grain, Grumpy's real deal. Aliens just nodded, man, that's mad appeal.
Alright, bump my camera with my big old head. Alright, we're gonna put that upside down right there for a minute. Who do we need? Give me some
Void
green.
truth and molds, let the resin reveal. Art deep as the void, carving wounds that heal. Fingerprints and wood grain, Grumpy's real deal. Aliens just nodded, man, that's mad appeal.
That's why I want a fun funnel. If I had a fun funnel, all my colors would be right here, so these blanks would already be filled up and already be in the pressure pot. It takes a little bit longer whenever you do it in one color at a time like this.
Handcraft and roach clips for the mellow day. Wood spirits emerge in his humble sway. He's got the light hum and takes the edge away. Hands busy with creation, let the trouble stray. Smoke curls.
That's okay, that means the colors will definitely be separated, right? It should not mud up at all. Alright.
Turning wood to wonders in the soft twilight. Medication makes it easy, muscles calm and loose. Carving up some freedom feels like heaven's truce.
Alright, I'll let that set in there and settle and do what it does. Alright, we're getting sticky. Try not to hit stuff here. Alright, you do it right there. We'll top everything off here with the bronze. Who needs the most?
Roach clips and totems healing in the grain. Clear the cloudy thoughts, soothe away the pain. Grumpy's laid back, carvings where the heart is light. Turning wood to wonders in the soft.
Hey Mike, how you doing, buddy?
Makes it easy, muscles calm and loose. Carving up some freedom feels like heaven's truce. Each spirit
I was doing an audio test. Then I went to, what the heck, I'm gonna do some blanks. And finished off my adult beverage, so having a mini pity party while I'm at it.
lathe and Dremel chisel all the worries thin, carving out contentment from his struggles den.
Grumpy's hands, they shape the flow. Knives kiss wood and time.
Yo, it's fixing to get a little noisy.
It starts to fade.
I gotta get alcohol wipe first. Oh, come on. Wipe these gloves off. I got to throw this in the pressure pot right fast. And my compressor's gonna kick off
Roach clips shining, made with care. Each
and
one
make a little
glowing
noise.
nestled there. Community, we stand as one.
I got a little dinky ass
Underneath the carving
compressor.
sun.
So
Carve away the heavy night.
it's not quite big enough to charge it up the first go around.
Find the
So
rhythm, let it
it'll
show.
get to about 40 pounds of pressure.
That brightly glow.
And then it'll start making some more noise. This is my little, oh, don't drop it. I better use two hands. I've been dropping stuff. I will be upset if I drop that.
But in the chips I find my way. Wood speaks
on.
louder than the pain and carves a path that's
Gotta put it in there in the
joy-ordained.
right direction, right? There we go. Alright. And then that'll go down in the pressure pot. Everything's standing up straight.
Laid back, digging through the grain. Smoothing edges keeps me sane. Healing isn't found in gold, but in the art my hands can hold. Carve away the heavy night.
Oh, I did not stir them with the wire. Damn it.
Find the rhythm, let it show. Creating sparks that brightly
Where'd the wire go? The wire fell. Got the wire. We gotta give them a twist. A swirl. There you go. Not a twist, but a swirl. Ooh, that stuff's getting thick too.
Grumpy's hands, they shape the flow. Knives kiss wood and time moves slow. Chronic pain, it starts to fade. Healing in these grooves we've made. Roach clips shining, made with care. Each one glowing, nestled there.
That wire has more bend and stuff to it when it goes down in the blanks, but when I wipe the resin off of it, it kind of straightens it back out.
Medication rolled up tight. Find the rhythm, let it show.
Ooh, that resin is getting thick, y'all. It's hot. I gotta get it in the pressure pot. And this here ain't gonna make nothing. This is just my excess. I'll get it in there and that'll knock the bubbles out of that. And I'll take a couple of times to make them blanks to fill that up, but then that'll make a dab spoon. Alright. My air's coming in right here. Alright, my pressure pot's not very big.
Laid back, digging through the grain, smoothing edges,
But it
keeps me
works.
sane. Healing isn't found in gold, but in the art my hands can hold. Carve away the heavy night, medication rolled up tight.
I hope I get some air on it quick enough.
Creating sparks that
This stuff's getting thick. Alright, it's fixing to kick back on here in a minute. There, compressor is, but oh. I get it about 65 psi, and then take it out this time.
Grumpy's in a cedar wonderland. Shavings flying like a magic band. Lays alive and spinning fast, turning moments that are built to last. Cedar in each hand, oh what a day. The scent of the wood takes stress away. Dust is dancing under workshop lights, crafting joy in the quiet night.
This part is what gets messy right here. That's it.
Grand out here with every spin the world
You
feels.
get kind of in a hurry and start
Cedar
rushing.
fills the air, Grumpy's kingdom beyond compare. Wood chips fall like a gentle rain, each piece secure for the aching strain. Fingers trace the grain so fine, in every groove a story divine. Cedar in each hand, oh what a day. The scent of the wood takes stress away. Dust is dancing under workshop
Alright,
lights,
Matthew, have a good night,
crafting
man.
joy in the quiet night.
And that's about 64, between 64 65 psi. So that'll work.
Lay fired up and the dust is flying. Every turn feels like dreams are trying. Stress and pain melts far from sight. Cedar Wonderland feels just right. Cedar in each hand, oh what a day. The
And then I'll
scent
just
of
let
wood
the
takes
epoxy
stress
cure in
away.
these little
Dust is
cups.
dancing under workshop lights. Crafting joy in the quiet
Just peel that out more. And then just go wash them under some water, some soapy water, and they'll be ready for the next go around. this somewhat cleaned up so I'm not making a mess overnight.
Grumpy on the lathe, making sparks ignite. Cedar dust clouds, moon gives the only light. Therapy in the grain, hands shape it just right. Medication.
Gotta love some gloves.
Stress face drifting in the cedar mist. Chronic pain ain't got nothing on this twist. Lighter in hand, flames kissing the night. Cedar roach clips.
Gotta
we're
love the
taking
gloves.
back our right.
Alright, now I can turn it around and see what the chat's doing. That back. We're gonna work on some excuse me, Purple Heart roach clips in the morning. That's what I got cut and ready to go on the lathe. Some Purple Heart, and of course got some oak and some other pieces, but Purple Heart is what's gonna be first. I'm gonna do these two pieces, do some roach clips out of those. Probably try to get a captive ring on at least one of them. I've been on the captive ring fetish for a minute. Trying to get that a little more perfected on the wood, because I want to try to transfer it over to the epoxy next. That's gonna be I'm sure I can cut one on the epoxy. It's just getting it polished up to where it looks good. That's gonna be the thing, because I'll have to get it damn near 100% polished before I separate it. I don't know how them colors are gonna play out, y'all. Those are gonna be definitely gonna have to play on the glow effect for sure. That copper's gonna have or I say copper, that bronze is gonna have a good play with it. Hopefully it swirls in good. All right, y'all, I'm gonna shut down and clean up my little bit of mess out here. Again, I didn't really mean to be streaming this long. I was just gonna be doing an audio test, but went ahead and mixed up some blanks and figured I'd let y'all watch. But thank you for everybody that's hung out with me tonight. I greatly appreciate it. I'll be kicking off in the morning, 5:30 Central. If y'all wanna wake up and have some coffee with me, I'll be running. So everybody stay warm tonight, stay safe. Stay awesome, stay laid back. Remember, it's my job to be grumpy, and God bless everybody. Stay safe tonight, y'all.